Bitcoin for beginners. Okay guys, so in my last video I talked about how to buy Bitcoin safely, and some of you guys out there, you mentioned that you're completely new to cryptocurrencies and things like that. So in this video I'm going to simply talk about the basics of Bitcoin, the history of Bitcoin, exactly what is Bitcoin, and just kind of give you guys a refresher, kind of a quick refresher course on exactly what Bitcoin is and everything like that. So basically, Bitcoin is basically the first mainstream cryptocurrency. So Bitcoin was created back in 2009 during the financial collapse. So for some of you guys out there, maybe you younger guys out there, you don't really remember what happened. Back in 2008, 2009, there was a huge financial collapse based on, the real estate and the mortgage market with mortgage-backed securities, and a lot of these investment banks like Lehman Brothers and Goldman Sachs, they were completely over-leveraged. So what ended up happening was the stock market crashed and a lot of people lost all of their retirement savings. A lot of companies went bust, and the government came in and bailed all of these, companies out. So the reason why Bitcoin came across is because Bitcoin was kind of an alternative currency. As you could say, it was kind of like the people's money, right? So, the US dollar, or, the British pound, the euro, the peso, wherever you guys live. Right now, we're currently using currencies, fiat currencies, So fiat currencies are basically government-imposed currencies that basically tell us this is what you're going to use for money, right? So if you go to the gas station or you go to the grocery store or wherever and you want to buy something, you have to use your local currency. So Bitcoin is different from that. It's a cryptocurrency. And what that means is that it's not like physical money. It's traded like in cyberspace, if you were to call it, or something like that. And Bitcoin is basically different because while fiat money is, basically distributed unlimited, most cryptocurrencies have a fixed supply. So the reason why they have a fixed supply is to kind of stop like a centralized party like a government or a bank from manipulating the money. So, Bitcoin is set up under specific instructions. Okay, so basically there's a maximum of 21 million Bitcoins mined. And that supply will be like hit basically in like the next century. So like 21, 30 or 40 or something like that. So basically what this means is that Bitcoin the supply can't be inflated. So what happens is that there are basically, around 8 to 10 Bitcoins created every day through mining. And this is kind of like a digital gold, right? So, gold miners, they go to countries and they dig the gold out of the earth's crust. Well, with Bitcoin, these miners are basically completing transactions on the blockchain. And then when they complete a transaction, they're awarded, Bitcoin as a reward for basically providing the energy and completing all of these transactions. So how Bitcoin is tracked is it's tracked with a bunch of nodes on something called a blockchain. So the blockchain is basically just a long ledger of all the transactions that happen in the Bitcoin network. And the reason why Bitcoin is getting so popular is because every time someone opens up a crypto account like a Coinbase, or they start a new wallet address, this increases the network. So Bitcoin is really, really basically benefiting from the network effect. So the network effect is basically how, like, for instance, that's how Facebook got big, right? Because when Facebook first started, there were only a few people on it. It wasn't really useful. Now Facebook has billions of users, and now it's very useful. So Bitcoin's the same way. Like, if you and me were the only people using Bitcoin, it wouldn't be useful. But every single time someone opens up a new crypto account or starts a new wallet address or starts using it, it becomes useful because, hey, I can send crypto to you, you can send it to your friend, and it just kind of makes it more like money. So basically, that's the basics of Bitcoin. Now, how do you go about buying it and stuff like that? I talked about it in my earlier video. So, I kind of covered the basics here. And now I want to give you guys just some tips just for beginners that is really, really important. So Bitcoin is basically property, okay? It's not a stock. So a stock is a derivative, of a company where you have a paper asset in a company and you have these shares, and these shares basically, are made up of all of the total shares outstanding. So if you have a bunch of shares in Tesla or something like that, then you have a small portion of that company, and you are entitled to those assets, that Tesla has. But, Bitcoin is not like that. There is no quarterly earnings report. There's no SEC governance or anything like this. There's no employees. Bitcoin is just like gold, but it's digital gold. So it's property, guys. It's really important to understand. And that's why I think a lot of people don't really get into crypto, because they think it's like, oh, I'll just buy Tesla stock, or I'll just buy Google stock. Well, the truth of the matter is that Bitcoin is property, and where stocks can be inflated, they can continue to increase the shares outstanding to dilute your ownership stake. After those 21 million Bitcoins are mined, that's it. It can't be inflated. So Bitcoin is property. The second important thing to understand is the Bitcoin cycle. So every 4 years, there's a halving event where the block rewards are cut in half. So usually Bitcoin goes through a bullish cycle in the beginning, and then it goes in a bearish cycle, and then it goes back up. So it goes up, it dips, it comes back up again. But the important thing to realize is that 75% of the time Bitcoin is going to be going up, simply because it's scarce. So what you want to do is you don't definitely want to get caught buying in the top of the bull cycle, because Bitcoin could crash 70 to 80%. So I'm just giving you guys out there, it's so much, crypto is much more volatile than the stock market or real estate and stuff like that. So I would say the best thing to do is kind of really understand. You guys can check. I'm going to make a video on Bitcoin halving, but make sure to learn a little bit more about the 4-year cycle so you kind of see where things are going. Another tip I want to give for beginners is be open-minded, guys. Crypto is new. There's so many altcoins out there other than Bitcoin. You really have to be open-minded, because if you don't, you're kind of using old strategies and old ways of thinking. And Bitcoin is a futuristic thing. So Bitcoin probably won't be used everywhere until 2030 or 2035, and by then we'll have freaking flying, electric helicopters everywhere, and robots and drones everywhere. So the world will be so much different in the next 10 years or so. And Bitcoin will definitely be a part of that transformation. So I would just say be open-minded. One of the mistakes I made personally, I tried to buy Bitcoin in 2014, but I didn't, because I didn't understand it. I just stayed away from it. So now what I'm doing is now when I don't fully understand something, I'm not just shying away from it. I'm always learning more about Bitcoin, watching YouTube videos, reading articles. There's a really great book you guys should read that changed my life on how I thought about Bitcoin. It's called The Bitcoin Standard, guys. I want you guys to check out it. You can buy it on Amazon. Just click the link in the description below. I'll link to it. And when I read that book, it was eye-opening. And basically, it's a really excellent book. It just talks about how ever since we stopped using sound money like gold or crypto or something like that, ever since we stopped using sound money, that's when the world went into decay. And it talks a lot about how, most of the greatest painters and artists and inventors were during the gold era. And then ever since we switched to fiat money, over like the last 100 years, has been like poverty and crime has increased, and people don't take their jobs seriously anymore. There's no more masterpieces created, and people just like the family unit has really declined, and just like you see now, like people are obsessed with just like back in the day people were listening to like Mozart and Beethoven music, and now the music is like, I don't know, it's different, it's changed. So definitely check out that book, The Bitcoin Standard. And then the last thing I'll leave you guys with is definitely, I say you should definitely, everyone should have some Bitcoin. So, like I said, guys, Elon Musk, he's one of the richest guys in the world. Tesla bought Bitcoin. If Tesla bought Bitcoin, guys, it's definitely something you should check out. Once again, I'm not a personal financial advisor. I'm not telling you to buy Bitcoin, but just look into it more. So check out some more of my videos. Check out that book, The Bitcoin Standard, and just be open-minded about it. If Elon Musk is investing in it, I'm pretty sure that it's going to be very relevant in the future, guys. So that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want more Bitcoin videos or more crypto content in general, or whatever type of content you want to see, just let me know in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to upload more videos. I'm going to try to keep pumping out this Bitcoin content, because I really think that this decade is going to be a massive wealth transfer as we transition from unsound, easy money like fiat money, which can be printed to infinity, as we transition into sound hard money, which is Bitcoin and other assets like that, guys. So be sure to smash the like button if you enjoyed this video, and smash the subscribe button as well. And hit the notification bell so you can receive more updates when I upload a new video. So that's it until next time, guys. Take care.